Maverick. All right, this will be a 2004 H2 Hummer. Typical water leaking somewhere from the roof or the windshield wiper area, somewhere, engine compartment. And then it gets into the cab of the vehicle and gets the carpet soaking wet, starts stinking, causes mold and everything. I've messed with this before, so this is another Hummer that I bought, and it does have the same leak. So I pulled this panel out, looked down inside there, dumped a bunch of water in there, and none of this water is coming into the cab of the vehicle. It just runs out the side under the front fender wells. So what I did determine is, as in most of them, the water has a tendency to get up in here and leak down in there if this gets old and corroded, so I'm going to fix that. And also I noticed when water runs down this channel here, it somehow gets behind the weather stripping and works its way into the cab. And I think that's my biggest problem with this particular vehicle. I'm not seeing where else it could possibly be leaking. So I will silicone all that up, and I'll continue to pour a little water up here as I work on this, but I'm gonna work some silicone up in here and see if I can redirect this water to come out and stay out of working its way behind the seal here. So this is a 2004. I've had it for a couple of years, and what I noticed was obviously it's had plenty of leaks in here. You can see the rust from years gone by with other owners not addressing the problem. Oh, before I forget, this drain tube, it was driving me crazy. What it turns out to be is a drain tube from the sunroof. I was not aware of that, but I had sealed up my sunroof. I cut the power to it and siliconed it shut so it would stop whistling and leaking water, which it was, and so the drain tube is a moot point. So when this water comes down through the weather stripping or the holes in the roof, it somehow works its way into this channel that runs along the sill plate here. And as it works its way through the channel, it goes underneath this section here into the back cab area. And as it pools up, it just soaks the carpet, just soaks it. And then the water leaches up into here and everything is soaking wet. Whole thing starts to stink. So the end of it, this little channel runs up right here, and it's kind of like a little dam. So the water just sits here. And I was thinking about that, and I thought a good idea, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, is to, why not just start drilling small escape holes for any water that does make it into this channel. And if you look closely, you can see that just goes straight down to the ground. So no harm, no foul. But in addition, the low points in this channel, I drilled a couple of more holes in there and was careful not to cause any problems. And what I would encourage you to do is, if you choose to do this, and I drilled one back here because it sits back there to the water. If you do this, crawl up underneath, make sure your Hummer doesn't have some kind of transmission brake line or electrical line running through there that you're going to accidentally hit. So here's another hole for the back seat area. And then finally, this is the furthest back where water would sit and pool. So I drilled a hole right in the middle of the pool. All of the holes that I drilled do let water get out from and just go right underneath the vehicle. So it seems to be an extra stopgap just in case it does start leaking. Something you may want to consider. Because when this pooled up and the water backed all the way up, it just soaked this carpet. It soaked all the way over to the transmission housing area, the back of the engine, all the way up into the front of the bottom of the seat. And then, of course, you got electrical components back there. Probably not good to have them sitting in water for prolonged periods of time. And all the mold and funk, and this really, it smelled like cat pee for some reason to me when it sat here and got soaked for a week or two. Anyway, if you like it, give me a thumbs up on this one. If not, give me some constructive criticism to let me know what I could do better to combat this problem. And I hope any of you guys got water leaks in your H2 Hummers can find this useful. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Good day.